Here in Phoenix, the roof is closed and the AC is pumping. Today we wrap up this 4-game weekend series between the Atlanta Braves and the Arizona Diamondbacks. Freddie Freeman, one of the league's top power hitters, looks to gain ground in the home run race. Next. Cole Hamels will be the one towing the rubber for the Diamondbacks. What do we need to know here, Danny?
This guy's kind of hard to figure out. You think most pitchers would love pitching in their home ballpark, but he's struggled at home so far this season. There hasn't been a lot of home cooking for this guy, and that's something he needs to turn around in a big way.
Into the box, Ender Inciarte. He will lead this one off today.
Center fielder, number 11, Ender Inciarte.
Now here's the pitch. Underway now in the Sunday finale as the first pitch today is taken for strike one. Well, guys, these Diamondbacks, as they begin play, have got to be considered one of, if not the hottest team in baseball right now. Winners of 8 of their last 10 ball games.
Yeah, man, nothing they'd like to do more than to salvage this one, D-Roll. After this one, they go on the road for a 7-game road trip, so big to get this win here today.
Yeah, last game in front of the home folks before you go out for a week. This is a big one. They're going to get it done.
Now the 1-1 pitch. This is on the ground over to first. Taken in by Goldschmidt, and he'll take this to the bag himself, and there's your first out of the ball game. And now here's the starting 9 for the visiting Atlanta Braves. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Well, Matt, I'm excited to get a chance to see that left-handed hitter, Freddie Freeman. He's really had a heck of a year in the power categories, slugging over 500 coming into this one. That means almost every time he's hitting the ball, he's hitting it hard somewhere. Should be fun to watch.
Here's Nick Markakis now, the right fielder. Previously against Cole Hamels, not great. He's 1 for 8. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Sends that one out of play for strike one. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Oh, and he's got him in the palm of his hand now. It's 0-2.
Ugly swing right there. That pitch wasn't even close. You could tell this guy's been in the swing mode from the minute he walked into the batter's box.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a fastball just a bit high.
Hey, I can understand why he wanted to elevate the fastball right there. This batter's eyes have been lit up since he stepped in the box. Let's see if he gets him fishing on something breaking in the dirt right here.
And here's one that barely misses off the inside corner. 2-2. And there are our umpires for this one. Working balls and strikes will be Mr. Darryl Parker.
Well, D-Roll, Darryl Parker behind the dish, and you never really know what you're going to get from this guy.
Yeah, sometimes, and I'd hate to be mean and say he flips a coin back there because that's not the case. But as an offensive player, you have to find a consistent zone. You just can't.
3-2 pitch. Lifted into the air to shallow center. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Batting third, first baseman number 5, Freddie Freeman.
Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. First chance for him here after appearing as a pinch hitter in the game last night. First pitch of the at-bat. Bouncer down the line. That winds up foul. A ball and a strike now to the Braves first baseman. Just settling in here in Phoenix for this one. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Braves are set down 1-2-3. And now the Diamondbacks will get their first turn at it. No score. Max Fried is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Braves. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Yeah, his last one was kind of a train wreck. Wasn't able to get out of the second inning in his last start and took a loss. He's going to look to go a lot deeper into this one, hopefully to take some of that stress out of that bullpen so the bullpen doesn't have to bail him out again in the second inning.
At the plate, Gerard Dyson. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. First pitch on its way. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Guys, one of D-Rose former employers, the Braves, as they begin play here this afternoon. They have not been playing their best baseball of late as they've dropped 4 of their last 5.
Yeah, Matt, they have to avoid the sweep right here, especially a 4-game sweep. That can be devastating to the psyche of a team. It's okay. It happens. Throughout the course of a season, you're going to drop 3 in a row. But to get pounded 4 games by the same team can happen.
The 1-1 is a fastball that misses. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Here now the 2-2. Rolled slowly to first. He's got to hurry. He'll take it to the bag himself, and the leadoff man is gone here to start the home first. With that, let's take a look at the hometown Diamondbacks lineup card. D-Lo, what's the word on this lineup as they go for the series sweep?
Matty, you take a look at this lineup, and they're frustrating to watch at times because they ground into the most double plays in the league. You want to talk about a pitcher's best friend. You finally get a guy on first base, and you're coming unglued first pitch down below the knees, grounding into a double play and bailing everybody out. I need better approaches out of this lineup today.
First delivery to him on the way. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. 1 out, nobody on. And that one just missed outside. Now the 1-1 pitch. Takes a pitch for strike number 2.
Hey, that's a great job by the pitcher right there, stealing a strike with that get me over breaking ball, and now he can get a little nastier with it in the dirt.
The 1-2. He's outside for a ball. Back up the middle. And that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a 1-out hit.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball is going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. That average for him sitting at .345, 28 home runs, and 107 runs batted in. Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. On the ground is short. This could be 2. To second for 1. On to Freeman, and they turn the double play to end the inning. So nothing in the Arizona first. We'll go to the second from Phoenix with no score on the show. Now at the plate, Ozzie Albies. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
Second baseman.
First offering on its way. Takes a knee-high fastball. A ball and a strike. Here's a shot to left field and deep. And that one is gone. Ozzie Albies with a solo homer. Home run number 9 on the year. As the Braves get on the board first, it's 1-0.
You want to certainly drive home runs out of the ballpark, then you better get on the gas. And that's what he did right there. That fastball was not sneaking by him.
Here now is the catcher, Tyler Flowers. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. The 1-0. Hard ground ball to third. Escobar comes up with it. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning.
All right, here's the defensive alignment for the Arizona Diamondbacks. And I want to focus on first baseman Paul Goldschmidt. I'm going to steal a line from my partner here, Dan Plesac. Hashtag Goldschmidt happens. This former Gold Glover can play some serious defense as well as carry this offense.
And the next in is Johan Camargo. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. Here's the first pitch to him. Favorable call in there for a strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he lays off for ball 1. Took him right up the ladder that time, and it's 1-2. Here's the 1-2 delivery. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
I think if he executes that pitch on the corner instead of off of it, he probably gets some pretty weak contact, if anything. He jammed him pretty hard on the previous pitch, so my bet was he was going to try to cheat on the inside part, thinking it might be coming again.
Fouled off. The 2-2 one more time. Is looked at, and the count moves full. 1 out, nobody on. Now a changeup just off the plate as that misses for ball 4.
He's going to be pretty upset with himself about that 3-2 pitch. All you want to do in that count is make a competitive pitch, but that one wasn't even sniffing the zone, and he let him get away.
And next will be Dansby Swanson digging in. Couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A high fastball is in there. Oh, 0-1, here it comes. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone.
I guess he's really trying to measure that fastball in his first at-bat, but you really never want to put yourself in 0-2 count if you could do anything about it.
Hit out towards second. Marte has it. There's one. On to Goldschmidt, but too late as they'll just get the 1.
It's really tough to double up a guy with the speed that he has, and he was hustling all the way on this ground ball, so they should be happy they at least got the guy out at second. It'll be interesting now to see if he tries to use that speed again and swipe a bag and get into scoring position.
Now at the plate, Peter Borges. From the stretch. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Skied into straightaway right. Dyson is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. But the Braves are on the board first thanks to the solo home run. We'll go to the bottom of the second. It's now 1-0 Atlanta. Ready now for the Diamondbacks, A.J. Pollock. He comes into this one hoping for a late season push toward moving up near the top of that RBI leaderboard. First pitch of the at-bat. Right over the middle, knee high. Curveball that time, not even close. A curveball that catches the inside corner. To short. Swanson picks it up. And that's out number one.
All right, the Atlanta Braves attack you on defense this way. And how fortunate are we that we get to watch the Gold Glover play some center field today. He's on every highlight reel on the regular, making huge plays for his defense, saving runs, throwing guys out at the plate, diving in the gap with his hair on fire. This one should be fun.
At the plate, Nick Ahmed. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting nine for this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike.
So far, this has been a very good outing for this guy. Listen, he doesn't have the best stuff, but what he needs to do, and he's doing it right now, throwing strikes early, trying to initiate a lot of contact. The more pitches that the hitters see off this guy, the better chance they have to go ahead and square something up. So he needs to continue to attack early and get some quick outs, attack the strike zone on the first and second pitch.
Left fielder, Steven Souza.
In now, Steven Souza, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. First delivery to him on the way. Another slow breaking ball that misses down low. So far this year against Southpaws, Souza brings a batting average in the low 220s to the table.
He'd be the first to tell you he's not happy with his batting average this season, but he can beat you in a variety of different ways, and he has to because he wouldn't be here otherwise.
Squared that one up just a little late. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball two. Bases are empty here with two men out. Is swung on and driven out to right center field. A ball that's well hit. Ranging back is Inciarte into the pool area and gone. Solo home run there for Steven Souza. Number 10 for him on the year. And the Diamondbacks strike here to make it a 1-1 ball game.
I can tell you one thing. You might get away with throwing a ball in that location in the minor leagues, but when you get one up like that in the zone right over the plate against these guys, you're going to get exactly what he got, a really bad result.
And that'll bring in the middle infielder, Ketel Marte. One ball, no strikes to count. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. There's a strike. 2 out, nobody on. Grounded to the right. Albies scoops it up. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. But the Diamondbacks come back to tie it on this solo home run. We've played 2, all even at 1 apiece. Stepping in, Max Fried, as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one.
Max Fried.
Now here's the pitch. 3rd inning underway now. It's a curveball misses here to start things out. It's 1-0. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Souza is under it. Makes the play, 1 away.
Center fielder, number 11. Ender Inciarte.
Standing in, Ender Inciarte. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Here's the first pitch to him. Nope. Lays off 1-0.
I don't know why in the world anybody would want to be an umpire. That manager has given this umpire an earful on a pitch that he thought was a strike, and he's certainly trying to defend his pitcher.
The 1-0. A swing and a ground ball to third. Throw on to first, and Hamels has retired the first 2 in the inning.
Now batting, right fielder, Nick Markakis.
Standing in, Nick Markakis. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Pitch on the way. A little bouncer, but it's foul, strike 1. And this pitch is lined softly here to the right side. Foul. Here it comes. Another one sent foul. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Oh, 2 is a fastball that misses inside. 1-2 now. Hit on the ground to third. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So Hamels had it work in that half of the inning, and it remains a 1-all tie. Digging in now, Jeff Mathis, and you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line.
Jeff Mathis.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that one right down Main Street.
You know, you think it's an 8-hole hitter right there. You shouldn't be taking that fastball, and you're right. But when you got the pitcher hitting behind you, you sometimes sit off speed because that's the pitch you're usually going to get. The pitcher does not want to get beat by you, and he's not afraid to walk you and hand it over to an AB against the pitcher.
Camargo picks it up cleanly, and the throw to first is in time, 1 gone. So with 1 gone, we take a look at the current standings entering play, and it's not all that pretty. As you can see, these guys are well back in the division race, already looking forward to next year. Coming to the plate now, the pitcher for the Diamondbacks, Cole Hamels. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A fastball right down the middle for a strike. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1.
Ball.
2 balls and a strike.
Count is 2-1.
2-2. Swing and a little blooper to center. Inciarte moving in, but he won't get there. It falls in.
Boy, that's a really good pitch, Mark, right there. Down in the zone. That's when, as a pitcher, you just kind of have to shake your head and tip your cap to the batter.
Yeah, right there. You're looking to just either foul that off or stay in there and survive. He found a way to not only stay in there and survive, but drive it up the middle for a knock.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. Throw got him, and that's a gorgeous play.
He tried the surprise attack there with the bunt with the runner on base. Hey, he gets thrown out, but it works just as good as a sacrifice.
Eduardo Escobar standing in. A base hit in his first trip. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Right on the corner, a fastball that he takes for a strike. Hamels at second with 2 down. And this one's in the dirt. Here it comes on 0-2. Too low with a fastball there. 1 ball, 2 strikes. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Takes this the other way to right. He leaps, but he can't get it. It's down for extra bases. He pulls into second safely as they jump ahead with a run scoring on the play.
When it left the bat, I thought the outfielder had a beat on it. Gave it a heck of an effort, going high for it, but he just can't bring it down. The run came across to score, and he's safely at second, hoping his teammates can return the favor.
Into the box now, Paul Goldschmidt. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. And it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball. 2 out here and a runner at second. One ball and 1 strike to the Diamondbacks first baseman. Now the 1-1 pitch. Line towards center field. Inciarte is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. 1 for the Diamondbacks on the RBI double. We're through 3 here in the Valley of the Sun. It's now 2-1 Arizona. With Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian with you as Freddie Freeman settles in to start out the inning. Here it comes. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Struck him out, so he's set down on strikes for the second time today.
Well, he certainly wasn't intimidated on the mound right there. He had to stare down a really good hitter, and instead of working around the zone, he challenged him with 3 straight good pitches. I like that he didn't give his opponent too much credit.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies. As Hamels will jump ahead of him, it's 0-1. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the second.
Yeah, man, this guy flexed his muscles in that last at-bat. We heard that he has good power. That last bomb had to go well over 400 feet. He hit it a long way.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. 1 run, just 1 hit, and no errors so far for Atlanta. A little bit off the outside, it's 1-2.
I'm pretty surprised by the location on those last 3 pitches. The book on him is that he hits the away pitch pretty well, and he just saw 3 in a row out there.
So does he go back out there again?
No, Matt, I expect him to mix it up. Most catchers won't call for the same location over and over and over.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate. He knew it. He missed it. He might not get another opportunity to put the ball in play.
And he fouls this one off. Misses, ball 2.
This is exactly the reason why this guy has been so successful and has played this game so long, scrambling pitch after pitch, making this guy work out on the mound.
Line to the right side, but this will hang just long enough for him to run it down in shallow right for the second out.
Captain Tyler Flowers.
So striding forward now, Tyler Flowers comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. There's a changeup over the outside corner. 2 out, nobody on. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. And now a fastball, but he's able to hold off on it, and it's 2-1 now. Fastball, and looks like they're pinching him a bit here. It's 3-1. The 3-1. Swing, and there it goes. He got all of this one. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. So a solo shot down the line in left, number 13 for him on the year, as the Braves have come back to tie things up at 2 apiece.
Well, he won his last start, but he didn't give up any long balls. He's already given up 2 here, so he's got his work cut out for him if he's going to get the W in this one. He's going to have to start keeping the ball in the yard for starters.
And the next in is Johan Camargo, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Chopped weakly to the left. Escobar scoops it up. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Braves able to tie things up on this home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up, and we're deadlocked now at 2 apiece. Settling in now, A.J. Pollock. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Center fielder, A.J. Pollock.
Here's the first pitch to him. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. The 1-2 is in off the plate.
Having a hard time putting this hitter away here. And when I was looking at the tape on him from his last start, this is what I saw a lot of. He's not closing the door on guys. And when that's the case, they eventually get a pitch that they can do something with.
Cue shot here out towards short. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit.
Hey, sometimes that's how a rally gets started right there. I know it's a soft liner, but leadoff man on usually poses problems.
In now, Nick Ahmed, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. The 1-0 delivery. A changeup that just nips the outside of the zone. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And a curveball that time that broke too low. Now the 2-1. And it misses. 3-1 now.
He's been throwing strikes all day, so you're not up at the plate thinking he's going to walk you in this situation. You need to be aggressive and sit hard at the plate.
Two runs, 5 hits. No errors so far for the Diamondbacks. In there, and it's full 3-2. Runners off for second. Swing, line drive. That's going to be troubled. And the run will score all the way from first. It's a 3-2 ball game.
Well, when you leave a pitch that high in the zone like that, you have to expect bad things to happen. So instead of a double play ball, he gives up a shot to the outfield, and that brings the runner all the way around from first to score.
Into the box, Steven Souza, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Ahmed leads off second with nobody out. Hit to short. Swanson scoops it up, and that's the first out.
The batter, number 4, second baseman.
And that'll bring in the middle infielder, Ketel Marte. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First pitch on its way. Missed with a breaking ball. Runner at second here with 1 man out. And here's a fastball in for strike 1. 91 miles an hour that time. Takes a look at a fastball down the middle for strike number 2. Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And a changeup that just about got away from him there as that ran in a bit too far. Jeff Mathis will be next. 1 out and a runner on second base. Slow little grounder left side. Camargo's got it, and that's the second out.
The catcher, number 2, Jeff Mathis.
At the plate, Jeff Mathis, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A called strike on the inside corner. Looking at his career totals, Mathis is carrying a slugging percentage under .350. Needless to say, he's not a big extra base hitter home run guy right here. Here's the 0-1. Hit sharply on the ground. Camargo brings it in. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. We played 4. It's now 3-2 Arizona. And next will be Dansby Swanson digging in. He'll lead it off here against Cole Hamels. First delivery to him on the way. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. Now the 1-0. His fastball taken high for a ball. Three and 0 now.
Ball 3 to a leadoff hitter that can run. Not the greatest way to start this right here. I think right now you really have to start pouring some pitches into that strike zone.
3 balls and a strike to the Atlanta shortstop. 4 pitches, all takes. He's showing a lot of patience here.
And I like that from a guy like him, Matty. He can do a lot of damage on a base pass with his legs, so there's no reason for him to get overly aggressive if he's not getting anything to handle.
And a good eye here as he takes ball 4, and it's a base on balls to lead off the 5th inning. Stepping in, Peter Borges. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. Here comes the first pitch. A fastball that he's way out in front of. A swing and a miss. The 0-1 delivery. Try to bunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down. On the barehanded attempt, gets by him here, and that ought to go as a bunt single.
The pitcher, number 54, Max.
So stepping in, Max Fried, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now a bunt attempt here. This is foul for the first strike. And they indeed want the pitcher to move his runners as he puts this one down. And you can't ask for much more out of a pitcher than that. The sacrifice works to perfection.
Center fielder, number 11, Ender Inciarte.
Here's Ender Inciarte as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. First offering on its way. And this is taken outside for ball 1.
With the infield back and a runner at third, he's definitely pitching for a strikeout or maybe something like a harmless pop-up. You could see it from that high fastball, but that was just a good job of laying off that pitch.
Advantage count 2-0 to the Braves center fielder. Fifth inning of play here in a 3-2 ball game. Outside, 3-0 now. Waiting on deck is Nick Markakis. it is the 3-0. And he misses with it, ball 4, so that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
And this is the kind of thing that's been happening to him all season long. He'll cruise for a while, hitting his spots, and all of a sudden, the wheels come off and he struggles. We'll see if he can recover here.
Digging in to try it again, Nick Markakis. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. He's set. Here it comes. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
Obviously a huge situation in the game here, but at the plate he's got to keep it simple. He can't try to do too much just because the bases are juiced. At the very least, just find a way to get that tying run home from third.
Front door curve is taken. Strike 2. Swanson at third, Borges on second. Inciarte is over at first with 1 away. Sharp ground ball to third. Throw won't get him.
He's safe.
So you can mark that one down as an E5, and I bet he'd like to have that one over. Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. He's got an opportunity here in a bases-loaded situation and seems like the right man for the job.
I'd say so. He's the team leader in RBIs. Time for the right man in the right spot.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway.
Well, they've really had an answer for keeping him in check in this series. He's offered very little resistance with the bat in his hand so far.
Bases are loaded here. 1 man out. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Can't quite get the low outside corner there. It's 1-2.
Hey, this is a monster strikeout situation right here. A double play would be great in this situation, but I know he's going for the K. You get a 1-2 count on a guy, he's going to throw his nastiest stuff.
He struck him out. The 3rd time he's fanned in the game.
This has not been a weekend to remember for him. He's just been completely lost at the plate, flailing all over the place. Now that's his 6th strikeout of the series. They've really got him figured out.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Looking to minimize the damage here. Way in front of that fastball.
He put himself in a good position, jumping ahead 0-2 with the bases loaded. Now we'll see if he can finish it off.
The 0-2 pitch is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. So 1 run on 1 hit, 1 error in the inning, and 3 men left on base. Home half of the 5th coming up, and we are all tied at 3 apiece. Now at the plate, Paul Hamels. He singled his last time up.
Edgar Cole Hamels.
First pitch of the at-bat. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Tried to pull that one back, but he couldn't do it, and it's 0-2 now. And a ball and 2 strikes to the Diamondbacks pitcher. The 1-2 is laid off of down and in. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
What I like about that strikeout, guys, is that he came back with a fastball on 2-2. He was heading to count 0-2 earlier, but instead of continuing to nibble a little bit, he decided to get aggressive again and to challenge with his hard stuff.
Here's Gerard Dyson. As the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball one. No hits to this point. The 1-0 is taken for ball two.
Maybe a bit of an overthrow there, guys. May have let that front side open up a little early to try to hump up on a fastball and sailed on it.
Bases are empty, one man out. Too high, and it's 3-0.
Well, he knows it, but this is the kind of guy you just have to go right after. He's not the biggest threat with the bat, so it's time to challenge him right here.
From the windup, the 3-0 pitch. A changeup that catches the corner for strike one. The 3-1. Finds the zone to fill the count, 3-2.
Fell behind early in this one, 3-0, and has battled back with two quality strikes. Interested to see if he catches a big part of the plate right here or tries to get a nibble.
Here's a little chopper up the middle, played on the backhand. On to Freeman at first, and there are two away now. And I thought this might happen based on how close that play was at first. The skipper's out of the dugout, and it looks as though he might decide to challenge that out call.
Well, I think we're going to have to wait and see what the word is from the dugout. But here's another look at it. Wow. Tough to tell if he was out for certain from that angle. I can see why this was a really tough call for the umpire.
And that's a thumbs up from the bench, so they will challenge the call on the field. So the umpires on replay duty in Manhattan will now review the play from all available angles in order to make the final decision.
The Diamondbacks have elected to
So here's one last look at that replay from another angle. There has to be indisputable evidence in order to change the call. And boy, I'll tell you what, I just don't see it there. I'd be pretty surprised if this challenge works out for them in this case.
And the review process appears to be coming to an end, so here comes the decision. And he is indeed out at first as originally called. So they lose the challenge and the ability to use any further challenges for the rest of the game. Eduardo Escobar standing in as he will take a look at strike one on a fastball right down the pipe. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Missed with a breaking ball. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And he lays off for a ball. 2-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And that's in there above the belt, so it's even now, 2-2. Three balls and 2 strikes to Eduardo Escobar.
One of the things you want to do with a starter, get that pitch count up. Here's another productive at bat as this count now gets to 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning.
Diamondbacks down in order. 5 innings complete, all tied 3-3. Here now is the catcher, Tyler Flowers.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
Fly ball right down the line in left. Souza on the move. And this will wind up a foul ball. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball one.
So the intent of that 0-2 cutter right there isn't necessarily to get a swinging strike. If you get it, well, hey, that's great. But if you get it inside enough and he does make contact, he probably can't do anything with it anyway.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
I'll tell you, it's hard to get more of a confidence boost than striking out the best hitters in the lineup back to back to back. He's looking really sharp right now.
Ready for another shot now, Johan Camargo. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch on its way. And that one stayed too low, apparently. One out, nobody on. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. Camargo was born in Panama. He's a second-year big leaguer. The 1-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2. To the left side, but it's well foul. He'll try again, 1-2. And it's fouled away. Now another 1-2. This is line to left. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. Around first, he's digging for second. He's around second now as they're still searching for it out there. And he will make it all the way to third now as that mistake proves a costly one indeed. So with the runner safely at third with one away, there you get a look at the team leaders in 3 base hits. And as of right now, these guys find themselves in the number 5 spot in that category in the NL. Ready once again, Dansby Swanson, 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a changeup here misses off the corner to start him out. It's ball 1. One 0 count. Here it is. Called strike over the outside corner.
This is a situation where the offensive player just needs to do his job. Take inventory, infield back, get you a ground ball somewhere in the infield, preferably off the corners, and get your team the lead.
The count now at 2-1. Ready with 2 balls and a strike. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball. Sure took a healthy hack that time.
Yeah, and I don't understand that approach at all, Matty. He's not really known for having a whole lot of pop in his bat, but he is known for having really good speed. So,
and this one gets away. And a disastrous time to uncork a wild pitch as the go-ahead run scores from third. Full count. Here it comes. Grounder down the line at third. And that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one. And he is in there.
As we look again at that double here, you can see that he was thinking too right out of the box. Smashed it down the line, and that was some great hustle to beat the throw to second to earn himself a double.
Now time is called, and this could very well be to buy a few more pitches for those relievers. Here's Peter Borges standing in. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball one. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Swanson, a runner at second with one away. Lifted into the air to shallow center. Ahmed moving to his left. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are two away.
Boy, he showed some pretty good range, heading pretty deep into the outfield to bring that one down. Thought the outfielder might call him off, but he clearly had it under control.
Ezekiel Carrera will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 4, Ezekiel Carrera.
And a fastball close, but ultimately ruled a ball. 1-0. Runner in scoring position at second with two down. Outside with the cut fastball there, and it's a 2-ball count.
And this is why he's struggling right here. He's not able to pound the strike zone early in the count. These guys are finding themselves in serious count leverage situations, and good hitters aren't going to miss.
Looking to keep this a one-run game. The pitch sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. Set to deal on 2-2. Tried to get him with the cutter, but it's a full count. 3-2.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning. He chases out of the zone for strike 3, and that's the third out of the inning. Braves get a couple of hits here in plate 1. Part of the order, 3, 4, and 5 coming up. It's the Braves 4 and the Diamondbacks 3. Rex Brothers enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 57, Rex Brothers.
Leading off the inning, Paul Goldschmidt, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Paul Goldschmidt.
Here comes the first pitch. Takes a look at a slider that catches the inside corner.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas, or I am allowed the opportunity to sit on something without fearing going 1-1. When you're down 0-1, your head's on a swivel.
Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. Shoots this one over to first. And a diving effort there, but it'll come up empty. It's a base hit. And the screen shows the story right there, as that hitting streak will live to see another day.
Yeah, he certainly has. He's seeing the ball so big, Matty. You see the confidence oozing off him in the box. He hasn't fished at anything in the last month or so. So I don't expect this to go away anytime soon.
Josh Rabbit takes the mound now, and it appears he's being brought in to face the right-handed batter who waits next.
Yeah, you usually don't hear the term righty specialist very often, but that's kind of how they're using him here, Matt. Most hitters have a harder time against pitchers of the same handedness, so we'll see if this move pans out.
A.J. Pollock will be the first to stand in against the new pitcher, as he'll do so with a runner at first and nobody out. Here's a look over to first, and the runner back in standing. First pitch on its way. And a fastball just a bit high. And so now the Braves will get both a left-hander and a right-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. The 1-0. Misses for the second ball.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
4-3 our score here as we play inning number 6. 3-0 now. Nick Ahmed waits on deck. Pollock in front, 3 balls and a strike.
A lot of times you see guys in the middle of the order get worked away, but not right here. They're keeping it inside on him.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt, but he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
Here's the 3-1. Takes a high fastball for a strike. A runner at first with no outs here. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Borges is there. 1 down.
Now batting, the shortstop, Nick Ahmed.
Digging in and looking for more, Nick Ahmed. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes a knee-high fastball. Runners on first with 1 down. Curveball close, but it's 1-1. One pitch, a curveball that's right there. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ravin, 30 years of age. He was a 5th-round pick during the first-year player draft of 2006.
Hey, nothing has been handed to this guy. Drafted in the middle rounds, and he has found his way in the big leagues. This has turned out to be a really nice pick.
Had him fooled as he swings through the curveball. 2 down.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
Stepping in now, Steven Souza, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. Outside at 94, 1 ball and 1 strike. Broke out the slide step there, Danny.
Yeah, he's clearly thinking about the steal right here. Didn't happen, but the cat-mouse game continues on.
Goldschmidt leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Called strike, and he's behind 1 and 2. And there he goes towards second. Base hit into right center. And this will get to the wall out near the pool area. And that'll score the tying run. We're back to even 4 apiece.
Yeah, it's always nice to get a run right back after you've given one up to the guys in the other dugout. So he squares this thing up really well to drive in a run and ties us up at 1.
Standing in now, Marte, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. 0 for 2 for him to this point. He pulls this one into right. Markakis is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Only one in the inning for Arizona. We're through 6 full, and we are tied 4-4. Welcome back to Chase Field here in Phoenix. Before we start the 7th, let's pause to take a quick look at how we got here. It's our game summary through the first 6 innings of play. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Ender Inciarte. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Jorge De La Rosa is on out of the bullpen now as he gets to work in his 60th game of the season. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he bunched him up a bit as this is lined softly over first. And that's going to be a base hit. So there's the possible go-ahead run aboard to kick off the 7th.
Not every ball's going to be hit on the screws right there. That one falls in front of the right fielder for a single. Found some green grass.
Here's Nick Markakis now, the right fielder. Leadoff man on base, and we'll see what they have in mind strategy-wise here. First delivery to him on the way. Runner goes for second. And now a swing by Markakis as this is pulled on the ground to second. And there's one away.
First baseman, number 5, Freddie Freeman.
Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. It's his job to get something into the outfield and give that go-ahead run a chance to score from second. Here's the first pitch to him. And that one just missed outside.
Wow, count now 1-0 with a real good slugger up at the plate. This is the time as a pitcher you have to really make some good pitches. This is not the time to just groove one right down the middle.
Lays off again, and it's 2-0. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with one away. The 2-1 pitch. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
Don't kid yourself. He's well aware that he has the hat trick right now. And after that swinging strike, he's looking at the golden sombrero.
Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. The 2-2 one more time. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2.
Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys, so we'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
3-2 pitch. Turns on, but it's wide at first and foul. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with one away. Set. Here's the 3-2, and he looks at one that misses, and that's an excellent job of making his man throw a lot of pitches as he toughs out a walk.
I'm sure the manager is fine with that. He tried to entice him with that 3-2 pitch, but he didn't take the bait. First base was open, though, so he just needs to make a good pitch for a ground ball.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies. We discussed earlier how he was one of the league's best power bats, and he's lived up to that reputation with a blast earlier in this game.
And you can just tell how confident he is in the box, hunting his pitch, not coming outside the zone or expanding it. I would expect him to put another good swing on the ball right here.
New pitcher to tell you about, and it's the side-arming right-hander Brad Ziegler that gets the assignment. He's ready. Here's the first offering. In the dirt, and now let's see. And, oh, they say he beat the throw. Safe at third. So now 2 men in scoring position.
Man, that is such a wasted opportunity. 2 on, 1 out. Perfect situation to induce a grounder and get out of the inning, but instead he's wild, and both runners advance, taking the double play situation away.
Well, they miss with the first one, but then they decide, let's go ahead and put him aboard here. And they'll do just that as you see the signal from the dugout.
Now batting, catcher, Tyler Flowers.
Here now is the catcher, Tyler Flowers. He's got the bases loaded now and a chance to really do some damage.
And he's one of those guys that they really rely on to come through in spots like this, Matt. Second on the team and runs batted in.
First pitch on its way. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Grounded to third. And the throw will be too late as he couldn't get enough on it, and that'll score the run from third. Throw to first, not in time as the run was across to score.
Well, we've been treated to a neck-and-neck game so far, and the last thing anybody wants is for a misplayed ball to be the difference. But that's where we're at right now as the error leads to the go-ahead run.
Stepping up now, Johan Camargo. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Here comes the first pitch.
Nope.
Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it.
This is a tough spot in the game right here, but when you're a veteran pitcher and you've seen these kind of situations throughout your career, you step back, you make quality pitches, and you trust you'll wiggle your way out of it.
Oh, on the ground to short. Could this be 2? The second for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. So it's 1 run, 1 hit, 2 errors in the inning, and a couple of men left. 7th inning stretch time coming up here in the desert. It's the Braves 5 and the Diamondbacks 4. Jose Ramirez gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Jose Ramirez.
Now at the plate, Jeff Mathis. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
First pitch coming. Here it is. A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike. The windup and the 0-1. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball. Ramirez has a good reputation for preventing the long ball. One swing can change the complexion of the ball game when you're coming in late, but he rarely lets that happen. Part of what makes him as effective as he is. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
Nice job there taking care of the leadoff hitter via the strikeout. I'll tell you, in a one-run game, especially this late, getting that first guy in the inning is so important. It changes the whole complexion of the inning, so that was a big out.
Jake Lamb will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Number 22, Jake Lamb.
Oh, and that one slung through the strike zone that time at 98. 0-1. He'll check in here at 256. 23 homers and 75 RBIs. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And the changeup just missed the inside corner. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. He takes the turn and heads for second. And there's your tying run at second base with a one-out double. Grant Dayton comes on now, and this move will force the switch hitter to bat from the right side.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any doubt about that, Matt. They want the lefty-lefty matchup, and that's usually the right move, but we'll just have to see how this plays out.
Gerard Dyson will be his first assignment out of the bullpen as he'll stand in with a runner in scoring position at second and one away. And now with the possible tying run at second here, we're going to have a pinched runner as they try to get a little more speed out there. From the stretch. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. Looked like a slider perhaps, but it missed badly, and it's 2-0. Two balls and a strike.
Good pitch right there from the reliever. Tough for hitters to do much with pitches in that location unless they're looking for it.
Fuentes leads off second with one gone in the inning. Oh, he wanted that one, but it misses for ball three.
Well, this is the matchup they wanted, bringing in the reliever, but falling behind 2-0 doesn't exactly help the situation very much.
And he misses ball four, so he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
Yeah, that strategy is great when it works, but when it doesn't, it's ugly. And he was here to face one guy, and he couldn't get it done.
So digging in now, Eduardo Escobar. He went down on strikes last time up. First delivery to him on the way. A curveball that catches the inside corner.
I know he stole a strike right there, but he better be careful with that curveball. That's coming across and catching a lot of plate. And if he stays back, he's going to drive that thing with some serious authority.
Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Here's a strike.
Hey, that's obviously the game plan against this guy. Bury it in on his hands. He finds himself down 0-2 now. He doesn't know if he's coming back in there or going breaking stuff down and away.
1 out with the possible tying and go-ahead runs on base here. Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2. Dayton, originally from the state of Alabama. He was selected in the 11th round back in the 2010 first-year player draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
And a double steal try here. A bouncer to the left side. On to Freeman at first, and there are 2 away now.
First baseman, number 44,
New pitcher coming on now. It's a submariner from down under. Seems fitting, the Australian-born Peter Moylan. Paul Goldschmidt will be his first assignment as he steps in with 2 men in scoring position now, but also 2 away. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. And he takes ball 1. Big spot. 2 out. Possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. And this one's on the inside corner. 1-1. Popped him up. Swanson is there for it. He's got it to end the inning as they'll strand the tying run in scoring position. Diamondbacks strand a pair. Still down a run. It's 5-4. Daniel Hudson will come on out of the bullpen as he'll be appearing in his 3rd game this season.
Daniel Hudson.
And next will be Dansby Swanson digging in. It was a 2-bagger for him in his last at-bat. First pitch coming. Here it is. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind.
It's becoming more and more common in today's game to see relievers like this that can run it up there close to 100 miles per hour. But it's so fun to watch it. He blew it right by him there.
Behind 0-2 now. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out. Good performance thus far by the visiting Braves. They lead this one in the 8th as you get a look at our line score thus far. Here's Peter Borges standing in. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Started that swing a bit too early. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Tries to drop one down here, but he misses. Strike 2. Might have been looking to find that outside corner, but he couldn't quite get it there. It's 1-2.
So he threw the slider darting away to him 2 times in a row. Now I don't think he'll go for it again. I'm looking for something hard inside on this pitch.
The 1-2. Is a fastball down below the knees.
Hey, great job right there. Anytime you're down 0-2, I think it's a successful at bat if you can work it back to an even count and at least give yourself a chance.
And this misses, and Hudson goes to a full count now. It's 3-2. The 3-2 one more time. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
Carlos Perez will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. And it's 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Two balls and 2 strikes now to the Braves catcher.
Well, all of the umpires in the seats thought that was strike 3, and they weren't far off, but I think that was a good call. Looked to be just a bit outside.
And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2. Ender Inciarte would be next. The 3-2 one more time. And he lays off ball 4. So he comes right off the bench and works the walk. Usually easier said than done.
Man, that's just painful for a pitcher right there. A 3-2 offering that was right on the corner, but he couldn't get him to chase, and he doesn't get the call. Can't beat yourself up about that one too much.
Here's Ender Inciarte as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss.
I'll tell you, if I'm pitching right now, I'm not throwing anything near the strike zone until these guys prove they can lay off it. They're just being way too aggressive.
Hit toward the right side. And that's in there. Base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Somebody's going to be icing their thumbs after this game. That's a jam sandwich, but able to mix in a knock.
In now, Nick Markakis, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. Career line against Daniel Hudson. He's 1-for-4. Perez at second. Inciarte at first. 2 out in the inning. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Souza is under it, and that ends the inning. 2 left for Atlanta. They lead it 5-4. Daniel Winkler will come on in relief as he'll make his second appearance of the season so far. So here's the cleanup hitter, A.J. Pollard. He'll have a new pitcher waiting for him as we begin their half of the 8th.
Center fielder, A.J. Pollard.
third baseman hugging the line here. Now the first pitch. And that misses, ball one. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. The 1-0 is looked at for the first strike. Popped him up. And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number one.
The batter, number 13, shortstop, Nick Ahmed.
Coming to the plate now, Nick Ahmed. Adani Echeverria will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with one gone in the inning. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike one. He'll come in here at 263. 2 home runs and 42 runs batted in. The 0-1 pitch. A swing and a miss at the good old Uncle Charlie.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
Way outside. 1-2. One out, nobody on. And here's a ball hit in the air. And Markakis won't get there. It's a foul ball. Breaking ball misses the corner. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
That curveball is a pitch you have to get on top of, or else it'll take off just like that one did.
Here now the 2-2. And he popped him up. Back into foul territory behind first. And that'll slice just foul at the last moment. Grounded to short.
Swanson brings it in.
And the throw is a high one, but he's able to keep a foot tethered on the bag, and that becomes out number 2.
Left fielder, Steven Souza.
Stepping up to the plate, Steven Souza. He's 2 for 3 with a home run and a double. First pitch coming. Here it is. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. The knee buckler, and he swings and misses at it.
Some guys have no trouble hitting with 2 strikes, and some guys never want to get there. Let's see the approach right here. I'd like to see him shorten up a little bit, maybe choke up and try and work the ball back up the middle the other way.
0-2 is a fastball that misses inside. 1-2 now. And he lays off it to even the count. 2-2. The 2-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. So 1-2-3 go the Diamondbacks. And the deficit holds at 5-4. Adani Echeverria will stay in the ball game as a new shortstop.
Number 12, Adani Echeverria.
Jake Barrett enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. The next to bat for Atlanta, Freddie Freeman. He steps in for the 5th time today, giving him a bonus chance, if you will, to keep that hitting streak alive. He's set and the pitch. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
Pitching isn't always about getting everyone out. Sometimes it's about being smart and knowing when to pick your battles. He's been really careful with this hitter so far, and rightfully so.
2 balls and a strike to Freeman. This is hit high and deep out to left. Souza going back, still ranging back, and it's gone as they add still another. A solo home run off the bat of Freddie Freeman. Home run number 37 on the year, and it's now 6-4. Guys, we've seen 4 big balls between the 2 teams so far today. What are your impressions of the long ball display we're watching?
Matty V, this is kind of a mini home run derby, D-Roll. Ball flying out of the ballpark today.
Just great approaches by both lineups today. We were around the cage during batting practice. Both were super confident, and it's coming to fruition today.
Here comes the first pitch. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage.
Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
Every pitcher gives up home runs, some more than others, but the best ones, forget about them as soon as the next guy digs into the batter's box. He showed me a lot right there by going after the next hitter and striking him out on only 3 pitches.
Into the box, Tyler Flowers, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. A 1 pitch on its way. Missed with a slider. The 1-1. Misses, ball 2.
Well, that's a good pitch, but you have to get a little bit closer to the plate than that. That's that big sweeping slider. If it was a little closer, you might get a swing.
Now the 2-1. Hit out towards second. Backhanded. And there are 2 away now.
Now back, third baseman.
And the next in is Johan Camargo. He was a double play victim last time around. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Missed low and inside with it. 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he struck him out. So a good pitch there, and now they're going to need to string some hits together in this last at-bat if they want to get back in this thing. Braves get a run on the Freeman home run. Last chance coming up for the Diamondbacks. It's the Braves 6 and the Diamondbacks 4. Sam Freeman enters the game to finish this one off here in the bottom of the ninth.
39. Sam Freeman.
Ketel Marte will be the first one to greet him, as he'll have to turn around and bat from the right side of the plate here.
Listen, it's not easy coming back off of closers, but this guy hasn't been super dependable so far this season, and he's blown several saves up to this point.
0-1 the count.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Hit back up the middle.
Swanson picks it up.
Throw on to first in time, one away.
The catcher, number 2, Jeff Mathis.
Up next for Arizona, Jeff Mathis. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner. Takes this the other way to right. Markakis is there, and quickly 2 are gone here, and it's not looking good for the home 9.
Boy, sometimes they say you hit it hard, good things will happen. Well, that's not the case right there. That was a bullet that just stayed up and is caught in the outfield.
Christian Walker will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 53, Christian Walker.
The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. The 1-0 delivery. Takes a good curveball at the knees. Slapped hard the opposite way, but this is taken in as a perfect metaphor to end this one, as that ball was hit hard, but the ball game is over.
Anytime you can win a game, let alone on the road, you have to feel really good about yourself. It's not easy going into that other team's ballpark and coming out with a win, but they did just that.
6-4 the outcome today. Atlanta get their 30th win on the road so far this season. Josh Ravin claims the win out of the pen, his first. Sam Freeman earns the save out of the bullpen, his 27th of the campaign. So that'll just about do it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com.
The final line score for our ball game this afternoon. For the victorious Atlanta Braves, 6 runs, 8 hits, no errors. They left 10 men on base. For the Diamondbacks, 4 runs on 9 hits, 3 errors. They left 6 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 16 minutes. A reminder that Postgame Valley Metro is available in Copper Square at Central Station. Also, extra Metro rail trains are available at the Washington.
The beginning of the work week, and welcome to Inside the Show. Starting in the National League West, the Atlanta Braves hit 3 long balls as they got a road win against Arizona 6-4. As of right now, the Diamondbacks sit in second place in the National League West Division, 5 games back, while the Braves are in third place in the NL East. They're 18.5 games out of first. The Cincinnati Reds finished off the 4-game sweep as they bested the visiting Padres 8-2. Entering the day's action, the Reds are in 4th place in the NL Central, 8 games out of first. And the Padres sit in last place in the National League West Division. They're over 20 games out of first. The Brewers combined for 10 hits as a team as they defeated the visiting Giants 4-2. As of today, the Brewers sit in first place in the National League Central Division. They have a small game-and-a-half advantage over second, while the Giants are in fourth place in the NL West. They're over 20 games out of first. The Los Angeles Dodgers totaled 13 hits as a team as they took care of the Rocks in Colorado 9-4. At the start of the day, the Rockies sit in third place in the National League West Division, but they currently hold a spot in the NL wildcard race. While the Dodgers are atop the division, they hold a comfortable 5-game advantage. The Nationals launched 3 home runs as they nabbed the win against the visiting Cubs 4-0. Heading into the day, the Nationals are atop the National League East Division. They are more than 10 games ahead of second, while the Cubs sit in second place in the National League Central, only a game and a half back. Tommy Hunter collected his 5th win in relief, leading the Fightin' Phils over the Mets 3-2. In the standings, the Mets are in 4th place in the NL East, 20 games out of first, and the Phillies are atop the division. They are more than 10 games ahead of second place. The Miami Marlins held the opposition at bay with only 4 hits as they defeated the Pirates at PNC Park 4-2. Entering the day's action, the Pirates sit in last place in the National League Central Division. They're 18.5 games out of first. And the Marlins are in last place in the NL East. They're over 20 games out of first. The Baltimore Orioles totaled 11 hits as they took down the Rays in St. Petersburg 8-6. At the start of the day, the Rays sit in last place in the American League East Division. They're over 20 games out of first, while the Orioles are 4th in the division, 14 games back. Danny Salazar earned the victory, which was his 10th on the year, helping the Indians push past the Blue Jays 4-1. As of today, the Blue Jays sit in 3rd place in the American League East Division, 11 games out of first. And the Indians are leading the American League Central Division. They are more than 10 games ahead of second place. The Astros went deep 4 times as they took down the Red Sox on the road 7-5. In the standings, the Red Sox are in 2nd place in the AL East, 2.5 games out of first, while the Astros sit in 1st place in the American League West Division. They have a 3-game cushion. Cam Bedrosian got his 6th win of the year out of the bullpen as the Angels downed the White Sox 6-5. Heading into the day, the White Sox are in 3rd place in the AL Central. They're 17.5 games out of first, while the Angels sit in 3rd place in the American League West Division. They're 7 games back. Dexter Fowler collected 6 runs driven in on a total of 3 hits as the Cardinals got the best of the Tigers 10-3. As of right now, the Tigers are in last place in the AL Central. They're over 20 games out of first. And the Cardinals sit in 3rd place in the National League Central Division, 6.5 games back. The Minnesota Twins smacked 15 team hits as they dethroned the Royals 8-1. Entering the day's action, the Twins are in 2nd place in the AL Central, 13 games out. And the Royals are 4th in the division. They're over 20 games out of first. The Rangers got 11 hits overall as they defeated the A's in Oakland 8-1. In the standings, the A's sit in 4th place in the American League West. They're 18.5 games out of first, while the Rangers are at the bottom of the division. They're over 20 games out of first. Ben Gamel had a great day, driving in 5 on 3 hits, helping lead the Mariners over the Yankees 9-8. As of today, the Mariners are in 2nd place in the AL West, but they currently hold a spot in the AL wildcard race. And the Yankees are in 1st place in the AL East. They own a 2.5 game advantage. And that'll do it for today. Enjoy the games, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.